Hi, I am Karen, and this is Readings with Care. I just started this channel a few days ago, and this is new for me, the actual videos and YouTube and getting myself out there more to the world with my intuitive readings. I have been reading for 22 years. I've studied Lenormand, Tarot, numerology, chakras, many things. But I am now getting more involved and I love doing this. So I've decided at this time in my life, I should be doing this more and for more people. It's all about helping other people and teaching other people some of the things, some of the insights that I know there to be shared. So, short story about Lenormand. Lenormand deck is half the size of the Tarot deck. It is a practical deck. It deals with not so much the emotions and the symbology of tarot. It deals more about the hows of how is a situation going to unfold, not why did the situation happen, not the emotional aspects so much. Lenormand is very much easier to read. It's read in pairs. I do clarify with tarot cards, so I still love tarot, but Lenormand has become my deck of choice. And for those of you who are completely unaware of Lenormand, it was created by Madame Lenormand, who in the 18th century actually read for Napoleon and Josephine. So she was very famous, and she created this deck. And when I discovered it about 6 years ago, it became my deck of choice. So bear with me on my very first intuitive reading video here. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy it, whatever you get out of it. I hope it's worthwhile. I hope it's worth your time. So, okay, today the two cards that I chose, or what came up for me, was the Child and the Key. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Child and Key, and then I'll tell you the combination of those two together and what they mean, and then I will also give you the numerology aspect of that for today. So, okay, the Child means that you are about to experience a rebirth. Something fresh and new is coming to you. It may take a couple of months to get here, but will change your entire life. This could be a new job, a new work environment. It could even mean a new city or home. Regardless of the change, the card does not become angry because it cannot master its first steps. It simply learns to walk because it is the thing that he must do in order to survive. The most important thing about this card is that the challenges should be embraced with a youthful optimism and lighthearted energy. Change can be delightful. We hear often that optimists see the glass half full while pessimists see the glass as half empty. Well, there's a third group of people who drink the water, so there's no longer a problem. The point is that while life and change is not in your control, you are not the barista or bartender who served up the original glass. You certainly have it in your power to decide what to do with it or what to do with the water. Life is what we make it, so let's make it right. So that is pretty much the Child card. And also, I will say that the Child, as you'll see here on the card, has a number 13. In numerology, it's all about combining those numbers and then deducing them. So 1 plus 3 is a 4. The Child adds up as a 4. The Key comes up to 33, which added together is a 6. So today, after I explain the Key, we will be looking at the number 1 because 6 and 4 equals 10, which then reduced becomes 1. So the Key. The Key is really simple to understand. Keys go with locks. They're the answer to opening locks, opening things that you have trouble getting into. Can unlock a door, house, car trunk, treasure chest, symbolically even a person's heart, mind, or desires. The key card likely means that you're about to find the answer that will allow you to unlock or get to the bottom of something that's been plaguing you or keeping you locked out. It's about finding the truth, uncovering the very thing that will allow you to move on to the next room or level. It may even mean that you will receive treasure, as keys often use a symbol for folks that have won a new car or on a show, a game, anything that needs to be opened to get to the valuable prizes. So the key, like I said, represents solutions, represents the way in, um, represents mastery and skill, or some kind of breakthrough or revolution. So, before we get to the numerology, let's look at the child and the key together. Because the child can refer to something fresh and new that's coming to you, or a new opportunity possibly revealing itself in the near future, and the key referring to a solution or a breakthrough revelation, these two cards together mean, excuse me, there's something you have been hoping for a long time, and now we'll be able to unlock whatever was holding this opportunity back from your life. This is an exciting time because you will become aware of just how much you can actually do to overcome anything standing in the way of your goals. So for myself, I've got to say, to choose these two cards for making this video today totally spontaneously, as always, as I approach the deck. It fits just perfectly for me because, as I just explained earlier, this is a brand new kind of thing for me to try out, the YouTube, the going public and big time with the readings, rather than just doing them for, my friends and parties and events around town the way I have been doing for years. So very, very significant for me. I hope whoever's listening, significant for you also. I hope you've got a new chapter in your life, and maybe that's coming through. Okay, so for the number one, the number we got when we reduced the child and the key, added them together and reduced them. So the number one, very important in our culture. Could have divine reference and be used to depict our Lord or God, depending on what religion we follow. It may symbolize president, governor, mayor, important people. It may symbolize the head of a family, tribe, or community. In sports, number one is the very best and the team leader. So it's also seen as the beginning and the alpha. So surely someone who is number one personally either has the ability to see the future or is smart enough to have an idea that something to talk about. But it could also mean that news will revolve around something very important to you. It could signify something that's happening quickly in your life that's very important. It could represent a month of January. It can represent a time of 1 p.m. It can also be your expression number. If you are not familiar with numerology, I will also let you know that one of my very most favorite things to do is numerology, and your name that you were given at birth tells you everything about what your soul life was supposed to be, what you're here for. I also find fascinating to do reports for people who are getting married or divorced or changing their names for any reason, because when you change your name, your persona completely changes, whether you're aware of that or not. But you can see that in the breakdown of the numerology. So you can also contact me to do those for you. Love to do those. They're quite a lot of fun. So to wrap up this first video today, I also pick, whenever I do my readings, I also pick a healing card. And I got to tell you, I've had this Fairies Healing deck for at least 4 years. And I have never, ever chosen this card before. And I like it. Inner Power. Inner Power. So this is just an auspicious moment for me today with the child and the key and the new things and the solutions and then the inner power. So I'm going to leave you all with that today, and hopefully, keep working on my video skills, keep posting to this channel, and definitely contact me, subscribe. I just for sure leave comments. I would love to have some feedback since this is a new layer of doing my intuitive readings. And like I said, a much more out there public way to reach more people. So please leave comments and share. Bye.